I feel really good going into the season. We lost 3 seniors last year, but I think our returners and our freshmen are all very strong, and I think that we have a good momentum from last year to continue and have a very strong season.
I feel really excited. We have a lot of great new talent. We have 8 first years in our new class. I feel like this is going to be a great season for center. We left off on a really high note last year, and I think that there's some unfinished business, so we're really excited to get to work and get 2020 underway.
People to watch out for this year. MK Hardy, she's coming to get you and everyone else in the SAA. Co-captain also Abby Whitford, strong on attack, really good feeder, has been working the side, so coming around from behind the cage for a couple of years now. And then, I always have to name our goalie because we only have one and she's very good at her job. And then other defenders, Claire Heaney for sure is going to have a big impact like she's been having for the past couple of years. Honestly, I'd say most people on our team are someone to watch out for, so that's a good feeling.
We have a really strong defender this year in one of our first years. Her name's Bree Hendricks. She is a strong asset to us coming out of Louisville, Kentucky. We've got some height in her. We have some height also out of Cincinnati in Grace Ogg. I think she's going to be a big factor for us in the midfield, potentially on attack as well. We're just going to see how that shakes out. We also have some really strong talent coming in from Illinois in Izzy Stock. She's really versatile. She could be a defender, she could be a midfielder, so we're really excited to see all of them showcase their talents, and I'm really just excited to see that mesh with what we already have in our strong leadership that we have this year.
Our defense, we only lost 1 starter on defense last year, so we have all upperclassmen starters except for the midfield, which has a few sophomores, and then we have 1 defender coming in who is very strong and is very offensive with her defense. She really goes out there and gets it, and I think that that's the identity of most of our defense. We are very strong. We do take risks sometimes, but I think everything we do is very smart and is very much so working for each other constantly, and it's just very impressive to watch.
Our offensive identity for the 2020 season is going to be different. Losing Hannah Hardy, she's been a huge factor in our offense for the last several seasons. But that's nothing new for us. We also lost a lot of offensive players out of our 2018 graduating class, so we're always welcome to the challenge. I think that this year on offense we've got 2 really strong leaders in Abby Whitford and Marina Burke. They do a lot of work behind goal, which will be helpful for us, but we also have a lot of speed coming off of our midfield. So I think our offensive identity this year will be different, but it will be extremely efficient and very effective.
I would say something we've gotten a lot better at as an attack team is working together. So we've always had some very good drivers, but I think that one of our strengths this season is going to be that we've built up a little bit more trust as an offense. And so our identity is going to very well be a team that can, take the ball and shoot, but it's also going to be a good team of scorers and cutters and people that know how the other person is working.
We're really looking forward to the 2020 non-conference schedule. We have some big opponents. Capital is always a tough regional opponent. They're typically ranked in the top 10, and it's always a great game. That was the game that we ended up winning in overtime last year, so that's a really fun little non-conference series that we have. Kenyon is going to be a really big opponent as well. It's also an away game, so to put the girls out there on the road in a really tough environment like Kenyon is going to be really beneficial to us for our postseason. We're really looking forward to our spring break teams. We have Oberlin College and Calvin College. Both are very competitive programs that we don't typically see in our seasons.
Our 2 probably most difficult games, our 2 most difficult conference games are at the very end of the season. Both are home. One is over spring break and then one is our senior day. So our Sewanee and Rhodes games are going to be really big games, and those are the ones I would say fans should really look out for.
So I would say the 2020 season is definitely going to be one of the toughest center women's lacrosse has seen in a while. So I'm excited, but know that there will be some challenges. But I think that this is the best group for it. They're working really well together already, and I'm so excited to see them really push themselves and reach our limits.
Colonels, we have a really great season ahead, so come out and support.
Myself and the women's lacrosse team would love to see you guys this season at South Turf. Thank you to those who've been coming, and see you there to those who have not yet.
Hey fans, come down to South Turf. We've got a lot of great home games this year. We start out at home on February 17th at 6 p.m. versus Otterbein. So get out here, come down, be loud. We've got a great group coming back, and ultimately you won't be sorry.